Hi everyone, it's Tuplex. Welcome back. Protection fields research is now done. So that's another one we can cross off the list. What can we do next? Habitation modules. You know what? I'm not even really sure what I'm supposed to be doing with these things that I'm learning how to build here. I guess these all need to be made. Yeah, here we go. Dry dock assembly component. I think there's like a special silo or something that we need to build. Maybe that's the dry dock assembly component. Yeah. Responsible for assembling the various components of the spaceship. And these things all require other rocket parts. And I can also see that this is waiting for us to launch some satellites. So I think perhaps the next thing we should do is set up a rocket base. Rather than setting up off base research, as I was saying before, maybe we should get a few rockets launched first and then start setting up science pack production outside of the main base. And I think the first thing that we'll do is we'll build red science packs in large quantities. You know, you can see that we'll have to do red, then red and green, then red, green, and blue, and then red, green, blue, purple. Well, all of them except military, right? So we won't need to do any more military science, which is good. But we will have to build all this other stuff so that we can make the faster than light drive, which I think is the last component of the interstellar craft. But I think before we can do any of that, we need to launch some satellites, and then we'll get some space science that we can use to do some more mining productivity research or worker robot speed. I think I might be more inclined to do that, to do robot speed rather than mining. Although mining productivity is great too. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I guess in the meantime, we might as well continue making these various rocket ship part researches and get those done. Now, in the last episode, I was having trouble figuring out how to get enough water to the heat exchangers. And it turns out that I was getting enough already. I went back and looked at the Factorio cheat sheet. And, you know, I said that the ratio was 1 pump to 4 heat exchangers, which is, for one reactor, is true. You need 1 pump, right? Because you have to have at least 1 pump, otherwise you have no water. But it actually works out to like around 0.3 pumps that you need to get the water to feed the 4 heat exchangers. So for 12 reactors like I have now, we actually only need 16 pumps in total. Right, so that would be 8 per side, and you can see I just kind of said, let's just go overboard a little bit, and I've got 14 on each side. Right, so, and before I said that I was going to cut a water channel here so I could have pumps on both sides of the heat exchangers, but what I didn't consider is that by doing that, I wouldn't be able to get the heat pipes across. So I would have to have a little bridge for the heat pipes to go across, and then I would only have room for, I think I could only fit 4 pumps in the space of these 2 rows of heat exchangers. So that wasn't going to work out quite like I wanted it to anyway. So, but in any case, for now, we're doing fine on power. You can see our capacity is much bigger now. I don't even know what it is anymore, but it's a lot. I mean, you can see when we get to a gig, we're still only going to be about half of what our total capacity is. So we're doing pretty good on power. All the turbines are working. We've got over 6,000 fuel cells now, so we're really tearing up the scene there. So I have no concerns about electrical power for the moment. The other thing I did is I looked at my power armor and I noticed that I had a lot of empty space, so I made 6 more personal roboports. So I've got 10 of them now. Yeah, 5. I've got 10 of them, which means I can run 250 bots from my personal place. And my range is pretty gigantic, as you can see. I mean, it practically fills the screen. So, yeah, so we'll be able to build a lot of stuff now. So, speaking of building stuff, let's figure out what we need to build some rockets and launch satellites. So there are 3 components that we need. We need rocket fuel, we need low-density structures, and we need rocket control units. And we're currently making all the components that we need for those things except for the speed modules. So let's start by setting that up. I think I want to go to red circuits, PAX. Oh, we're also not making solid fuel on the rail network, but that's pretty easy to set up. In fact, we've got an oil patch over here, so we could probably set it up over here, make a grid square. Where else could we do it? Going out there is going to be more difficult. Yeah, so I think we'll probably just set up another grid square here. I have a feeling it's going to want to just go directly through the middle of it. I'm sure it'll work out that way, which will be nice. So we might have to make it a double square and just take up a lot of space for no reason. Okay, so we're going to need level 1 speed modules, and actually I want level 3 speed modules too. Let me see how we're doing on blue circuits. Okay, well, I'm making them, looks like I'm making them a lot faster than I'm consuming them. Yeah, so I think I can afford to make some more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this thing here. And then I'm just going to go in here and change all the recipes. All right, so this is going to be speed module 1s. And then speed module 2s. And we don't have to change anything else because the components are all the same. And speed module 3s. At least I'm pretty sure they are. I remember at one time I think one of the recipes was different than the others. I don't remember which it was. I could be wrong about that, but I seem to recall that there was a difference between the recipes. No, actually, let me keep those. I do want to get rid of those, though. Okay, and then let's request stacks of speed module 3s. Okay, I need to go back for more beacons. I don't know why I didn't think of that before I came here, but I'm often forgetting stuff. Let's see. And I'll request 100 beacons. Looks like my iron is running low on green circuits. I am giving it a full blue belt, or nearly full. It's not quite full. All right, so let's... Okay. I'm going to do this remotely. There we go. And let's see if I can copy. No, I can't do the priority from there. All right. Let me go down there and fix that. Okay, that ought to help. Yeah, that's better. I should probably throw some productivity modules in these guys, but I think the best thing to do is just to get to the point where I don't need to use my main base anymore, or my starter base. I think I should just focus on doing that. I don't want to spend more time upgrading the starter base. It's kind of a waste of time, to be honest. Okay, and these are not in the robot network. Okay, that looks like 5 rectangles. And I'll just put these, actually, let's not be wasteful. I don't think I need that. Looks about right. Okay, and those will take a minute or two to charge up. Now I want to put in another one here. But this one will only be making speed module 1s. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a loader and run that into a passive provider. And then of course I need to change all these recipes. Okay, and then I don't know. I mean, once I get to a point where I feel like I've got enough of those, then I can start making the other ones. All right, so this one we have to change to speed module 3s on these output inserters. And I'm just going to grab as many of the ones that I can right now, just so we can fill this out and get this build complete. Looks like I need one more. Okay. Okay, and then I think I need to change these as well. All right, so these are turning on only when... Yeah, this I want to change. I set that up before with circuit conditions because I had a bunch of Productivity 1 modules already in storage, and I didn't want to make more until I got rid of those. So that's why I set all these inserters only to run when the modules were at a level of 0. But I don't want to do that in this case. In this case, I'm actually going to be exporting the level 1 modules. So it's fine if I do it this way. And then, of course, we can set a limit on this chest. I think if I limit it to 2, that'll be 1,000, right? 500 per row. All right, am I making any level 3s yet? Yeah, I am. Okay, awesome. I'm just going to let those accumulate for a while. Okay, so we can get rid of those. And now we're really going to start to stress the system, I think. I think we're going to start to see circuit production become a bottleneck. But that's okay. I mean, something's got to be the bottleneck. Why not let it be circuit production? All right, so where do we export the modules? Up here. And I think we could do it with a small train. Well, but I don't want to start introducing more train sizes. We can do 141, and I'll just do it up here. Yeah, I'll do it up here. I know that means that when a train comes to this station, no, I don't want to create traffic jams if I don't have to. All right, so let's do it down at the bottom. I know what I'll do. Let's take advantage of the fact that we have two-headed trains. And I'm going to put it right here. All right, so we're going to call this modules speed 1 out. And okay, hopefully I have enough rail to do this. Okay, now let's try to signal this properly, and I don't have enough signals with me. I'm not requesting signals anymore. Which of these do I want to give up? I guess I'll give up the materials. I just want to make sure that I've always got a stack of signals on me, because I use them practically every 5 minutes. And no, I don't need any more rail. Okay, I'll come back. Alrighty. I did this backwards. There we go. All right. we'll start with that. All right, and then we'll put one there. And we'll do chain signal there. That's fine. And then going... What the heck am I doing? That's not right, is it? Yeah, this is coming in. Yeah. Okay. Yes. This is all just fine. There. So to go in, it goes up this way. Or it comes in this way. Ah, okay. I see where, I know why I'm confusing myself now. These are both going in. What I need to copy is one of these bad boys. Okay. This way I can enter or exit from either side. So let me just get rid of all this. And replace it with that. And of course these are just slightly in the wrong place. There we go. Okay. Is that going to work? Yeah, that should work. Okay. All right, so now let's power this up and we'll be ready to export the speed modules. So that's one loco, 1, 2, 3, 4 wagons, and then another loco. Okay, and then we throw in some, do I want requester chests or requester silos? I think silos are the standard way that we're doing things here. So let me craft 4 of those. Hopefully I left myself enough room where that roboport is. Nope. All right, so this roboport is going to be slightly off compared to the rest, but we can fix that. At least if I make that one off by the same amount, we still have nice rectangles. Okay. And I've already filled up 1,000 already, so let me put in, I don't know how much I'm going to need to deliver at once. Let's take a look. How many of those rocket parts can we make? Rocket control units. 30 seconds, takes 1 speed module. So, I don't know. I mean, if we did these in batches of 4,000, why don't we do that? So what I'll do is I'll request 2,000 in each of these. $2,000, I said. Okay, and I'm hoping that they will get filled evenly. I'm not sure if they do. Let's take a look here. Looks like, no. See, this one is getting filled fastest. And it's closer. From there, hopefully they'll be a little bit more even with it. Okay. I don't think it'll matter too much in this case because we're not going to be completely filling the wagons. Yeah, I'll put 5. All right, then we'll hook that up. Tell this to read speed modules. And there we go. All right, and then we just need some stack inserters. Okay, so that's ready to go. And how we doing on the level 3s? I've got a little over 100. I'm just going to hang on to them. And, I'll just start using them for new builds. And if we see anything that really needs to be sped up elsewhere, then we'll replace the level 1s there. Although it would be nice to recover all those level 1s. So where are we going to have the most trouble? Probably green circuits, I'm thinking. Let's upgrade green and red circuits with level 3 speed modules. I'll try to do the green circuits. I don't know if I've got enough. Probably not. But we'll see if we can get at least some of these done. Alright, and we're just a little bit short. Yeah, you can already see a big difference. We got full belts on one side and not so full belts on the other side. Well, that was interesting. Trying to overtake. Eight? That's all you got for me? That's rather disappointing. Okay, I got 10. 12. Okay, well, we can get a few more done. Now that looks nice. I like seeing full blue belts of green circuits. All right, so we need another 10 or 12 to get us where we need to be. Upgrading these machines themselves would be nice. I'll wait till we get a couple more. Here, let's do this. Just to help things along a bit. Okay, I've got 14. I think that's enough to finish green circuits. Oh, no, it's not. Got one more. Okay, how many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 7 more. Yeah, look at that. Full. Maybe I should expand this now, because that was easy. All right. Oh, you know what? Crud. Okay, that's okay. These are requesting productivity modules. Let me get those out of there. Okay, I don't think it happened anywhere else. Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, I don't want these requesting those at all, because then they're going to take it out. I don't want those requesting. Actually, I don't want any of these requesting level 1s. I only want these requesting reds and blues. Okay, I think I got it right now. Why is that one 21 and this is... Oh, okay. That's weird. Okay. Well, anyway, I think this is okay now. I don't want the speed module 1s to get taken out of here and put over here to make 3s. I want these ones to be dedicated to this station for launching rockets. Speaking of which, we need to finish this station. Where are my combinators? Okay, I don't have any. Let's make some. All right, so we're going to limit to a single train. We want minimum and maximum length to be 6. And what else? I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. There we go. Okay, so now we have speed module 1s on the train network. And we have room to expand, because eventually we're going to need efficiency modules as well for some of these other parts that we have to make. I saw that at least one of them needed efficiency modules. I don't remember which. Oh, I just saw it. Where was it? assembly robot. Used in the dry dock assembly component. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to learn how to make this thing work, because I've never done SpaceX before, so this is kind of a new thing for me. I mean, besides just doing the extra research, I'm not sure how to actually build the SpaceX spacecraft, so I'll have to figure that out sometime soon. All right, so in the next episode, we need solid fuel. Actually, what we need is rocket fuel. So rather than making solid fuel and then exporting it someplace else to turn it into rocket fuel, I'm just going to make rocket fuel at the same place where we're making solid fuel. And the options we have are to use oil. We've got a lot of oil around. And the other option is to use coal and make it from coal liquefaction. And I think I'm going to do that because at one point in the past, I ran some math and I think I had concluded that you get more heavy and light oil from coal liquefaction than you do from processing oil. And light oil is the best material to make rocket fuel from. Heavy oil you can crack into light oil, but obviously petroleum you can't crack back into light. So I think what we'll do is we'll come and exploit this coal patch and use that to make our rocket fuel. And then once I have a lot of rocket fuel, I'll start using rocket fuel to fuel the trains as well. So I'll start replacing the coal with rocket fuel. That'll make our trains faster, which will be nice. And we'll get into that in the next episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.